welcome back to my channel. My name is Jacob, and in this video we're going to discuss a Luftwaffe Field Division Jacket. So we should discuss what the Luftwaffe Field Divisions were. I'm going to use a general broad brush. There's going to be lots of variation because there were large numbers of them, but the field divisions, as I know them, generally were personnel surplus to requirements such as mechanics, cooks, and other people like that who were asked to work in sort of a military role, more of a combat role, I should say. They were poorly led, and they were so bad at their job that even Erich von Manstein declared that Germany lost the war because of them. Now, I don't believe that's the case, but I think Germany was going to lose no matter what. But he specifically blamed their loss on them because they were so bad. But they did have some interesting items. So I'll bring the camera in and see if we can't get a closer look at this jacket. So we'll have a look at the back of this jacket because it's the largest continuous piece of camo. You can see that compared to regular splinter pattern, this is a much smaller pattern. It's generally the same with a sort of a green or a tan background with rain stripes, large sections of brown and small sections of green. But it is the pattern, the edges on the pattern are shorter and it's more complex than a regular piece of Wehrmacht splinter. So I don't have any other splinter to compare it to at this point in time. But you can see that it is very angular and small in size. So details of the jacket. We'll start with the shoulders and the collar. This one still has the buttons and the epaulette loops attached to it. I believe there were some that didn't have it, but I haven't seen one. The material, I should say, the material is a heavy herringbone weave. It's much smoother than later war herringbone twill, but like it's got a smooth feel to it. It's not coarse like eventually happens with the production. The collar has another one where you can close the neck if you get cold. I don't know exactly what you would call it. You can see that there is stitching, triangular stitching to reinforce the collar or stiffen the collar. This jacket at one time had somebody glued on an emblem of some sort. I don't know what it would have been, but there was something on the shoulder there. Under the armpits, there are ventilation holes. And of course, you have your loops for attaching, to put your hook through for hanging your belt off of. So this one still has an original Luftwaffe Eagle factory sewn to it. This is original to the jacket itself. You might be able to see the stitching on the inside. So that is original to the jacket. Most of them have been removed as far as I've seen, but there are still some that have the original one on there. On the inside, there is a inside pocket with this nice reinforcing triangle and a button to close it. Blue soft material. I don't know if you can see these numbers, but it's got the LBA number in there. It says 42. The size is 96 with the other collar size, sleeve size, and everything like that. Now, I've heard some people report that they've seen jackets with sizes, the 1, 2, 3 size marks in them, but I haven't seen one. I'm sure they're out there, but all the ones I've ever seen have had the usual size stampings in them. You can see that the camo is only printed on one side. The pockets, on each side it has a nice deep pocket with a single fastener closing. The very large buttonholes, of course, to go with very large buttons. This one looks like it's about to come off. It is, 70 years old. You shouldn't expect too much. Probably get that fixed. So we have the two large waist pockets on this. You can see the other one here. The blue cloth on the inside. And this jacket is kind of interesting. So if you look, you can see that this sleeve was cut off at one point. But if you look harder, it also had you can still see the stitching line. So it had a cuff band on this, and somebody at one point cut the sleeve off. Don't know why. My theory on that one is that at one point cuff bands and eagles were more valuable than the coats, and you could sell them separately. So, but thankfully they kept the sleeve and sewed it back on. So it's an interesting bit of its history, but unfortunate. And the cuff band would have been nice, but I have no idea what cuff band would have said, so it was on there, but that's what we end up with. So I don't know why Luftwaffe Field Division items are so collectible, given their history as really, really poor fighting units. I have this one because I really like the FG-42. I'll probably make some videos on the FG-42 in the future. But, and there's one particular picture, there's a series of pictures, but one in particular that I like, that has, I think it's General Lieutenant Schimpf with an FG-42, and he's wearing one of these Field Division jackets, and you can clearly see the pockets and the reinforcing triangle in the picture. And that is the reason why I have this jacket, just to go with an FG-42 eventually. So I hope there was some information that might be useful to you as a viewer about the Luftwaffe Field Division Jacket, if you ever come across one or are interested in buying one. By the way, there are different camos. There's Sumpftarn that they use later, which is much lighter in color, a lot less dense camo. I guess if you're watching this, you probably already know what that is. So anyway, I hope you liked the content, and if you did, you can leave a message, leave a like, you can even send me an email. My emails are always at the end of these videos, and until next time.